street.
802 chambers for a mental person.
I don't know, it just seems like they saw a crazy guy running around and decided to do what they felt like doing, which was having way too many people there for I'm not sure why.
He was in the hospital parking lot. Cops arrived and they were trying to detain him.
They had multiple people on top of him when it wasn't necessary. He was already cuffed and on the ground, and he could have been put in the car, but he wasn't.
Help! Charlie, run!
They used unnecessary force, and that force led to him being killed.
You're on the ground! You're on the ground!
Give us your hands, give us your hands.
America's done a great job of criminalizing mental health.
He definitely needed help, that's why he was at the hospital.
It's not necessarily they're detaining the situation, but they're just trying to find reasons for there to be some kind of situation. 2
of the officers were actually not filming, at least, I don't know if it was at all or at least from the start, but they weren't filming the way they should have been.
The autopsy report came back to a couple of my family members and we talked about it. Nothing was verified, but it was said in a way that his death was linked to unnecessary force.
Help! Stop, my love! Stop! I'm gonna die!
336 dispatch.
In his earlier 20s, he had an episode with mental health that was related to an actual disorder.
A manic state can appear very much like an individual who could be high on certain substances.
Yeah, help!
The education surrounding mental health in the general public needs to focus more on these people are people.
I feel like we have a poor system at doing that, at least in Delaware County.
Now we're in a position in America where jails and prisons are the de facto mental health institutions, and we're still law enforcement. But now law enforcement is dealing with something it wasn't intended to at any point.
I just believe it's all about making sure that the people who are out there handling citizens are at least somewhat understanding of emotional, mental health, and just other issues, not just brute force. Not just, my job is to find the bad guy, attack the bad guy. Not everybody's a bad guy.
The problem is much deeper than just law enforcement. And like many things these days, law enforcement takes the brunt of the hit.
I support the police. I don't think that we should defund them. I do think that it is too easy to become a police officer.
With that idea of defund the police, it's not so much we need law enforcement gone, it's things need to be different, and I completely agree.
I wish I had more time as a younger brother to be with him.
You know, his brothers, his mother. He was a big staple in that family. Not having him is it's definitely a big gap.
Is his mouth clear? Got anything? Anything?
Have a pulse?
Let's get the Narcan pumping through him.
Got somebody coming?